Hi, boys and girls. For religion today, we're actually on page 225. So hopefully you have your book in front of you and you can follow along. And you need some crayons also because you're going to be coloring some stuff in the book. So this week we're talking about how we celebrate that Jesus is our friend. Uh, he Jesus told us that he calls us friends. He says it numerous times when he's talking about the apostles and how they are his friends. That means we are his friends also. Um, so on page 225, it says, how do you spend time with your friends? And there are some pictures on the page. People at the beach, making sandcastles. There's looks like it's a family that went to see some fireworks. So I was thinking of how I spend time with my friends and how maybe you spend time with your friends. Maybe you go to the park. How about you eat lunch together? And I'm thinking about right now what we're all dealing with. Maybe you're calling each other on the phone, or maybe you're having your own Zoom meeting. Um, I know some friends have called each other and seen each other on, their parents' phones. So that's another way we can, spend time together. Um, if we turn the page, it talks about how Jesus had many friends. Jesus liked to spend time with his friends. And then here's a story about one of those times. And that story is from John 21, verses 4 to 13. And it has it written in the book. So I'm just going to read what's on the book and you can read along. One morning, Jesus' friends were on a boat fishing. They looked up. They saw a man standing on the shore. Excuse me. Someone shouted that it was Jesus. The friends hurried to get to the shore. Jesus had fish and bread ready for them. Jesus said to his friends, "Come, have breakfast." The friends sat down and ate with Jesus. So I thought that was nice. Jesus, they were working, they were fishing. A lot of them were fishermen, and he says, "Come, sit and eat with me. I want to be with my friends right now." And they did. They were all so excited to have, breakfast with their friend Jesus. So that was neat. Jesus also tells us that he is with us always. And that's something always to remember, that even if you don't feel him, even if you are wondering if he's there, he is. He's always in our hearts. He's always in our minds. And he's always in the people around us. So that's a good thing to know. So I want you to turn to page 227. And there's a little thing there I'm going to read. And it says, Jesus is with us when we are by ourselves. He is with us when we are with our families. He is with us when we are with our friends. Jesus is always with us. So the message there written in the sand is, I am with you always. So I want you to color those words and think about it, how Jesus is always with us. And he states it. He says, when you're by yourself, when you're with family, you're with friends, he's always here. So I want you to color in that really neat. I want you to do your best coloring. And I'm going to have mom or dad send me a picture of that. When you're finished that, you're going to turn to page 228. You can do that now because you can color later. Okay? And it says, how can we thank Jesus for being our friend? So let's think about that. There are some examples on the shells. One of the ways is we can pray. We can be kind. That's to everyone. Maybe include someone in a game that doesn't look like they're playing with anyone. You can help others. Maybe if a friend gets hurt, you can help them by bringing them to a teacher. Or maybe you're at home right now and maybe a brother or sister gets hurt and you can tell mom or dad and you can help clean it up and maybe get a Band-Aid. That's a good way to help. You can share with your brothers and sisters. Maybe you get a dessert and your brother or sister, there was only enough for one, and you could say, hey, I can share this. There's only one piece of cake left, but I'd like to share it with you. That would be nice. Um, and another way is to be fair. And I think we all know what that means. It means, like be fair, include everyone, and know that we're all part of one big family. So that's always something to remember. Maybe you think about how you would feel if you didn't have the cake that, say mom, at my house that might happen. It might be dad. Had the last piece of cake. How would you feel if, I don't get any cake, or I don't get a muffin because there wasn't only one left? And how good you would feel if that person cut it in half and shared it with you. That would be so nice. And that's treating people fairly, and that's being nice and kind to each other. So now I want you to go back. There are seashells you can color on 228. And don't forget, on 227, you're going to color in his message. Okay? So I hope you have a wonderful day. And while you're doing this and while you're thinking about your day, think about how Jesus is our friend and how we can be a friend back to Jesus. Okay? Love you. Bye.